Hey peeps, we are back. We are talking Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, Season 5, Episode 21. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. All right, so this episode starts out with Taylor and Chance. Now, Chance had just walked out after trying to get smart with Taylor, talking mad shit, throwing that laptop in that nasty yard, and her friend and Bobby just had to get him all the way together and tell him, you don't live here anymore, bitch. Love don't live here either. Love don't live here no more. Get the hell on out of here. Anyway, he comes back with his tail between his legs with that sob story. I love you. I loved you then. I love you now. And Taylor got a little bit of sense. She said, listen, you're out here saying how you are sorry, you want to do better, you're going to do better with your fake tears. Oh, that broke his heart there. He said, fake tears? You know good and damn well those are fake tears. You done came into this woman's house, tore her house up. I mean, that damn house is a fire hazard. She don't clean the house no more. You done tore down this woman's little tiny bit of self-esteem she had left. Now she don't have no self-esteem left. Her siding is not completed. She's got the shutters on the ground. The house looks like it has been put together with toothpicks and staples. The toilet is disgusting. The kitchen is missing cabinet drawers. You're trying to start this epoxy business, but your house is too damn nasty to do an epoxy business. You got to keep the place clean. I don't even know much about epoxy, but one of the peeps told me that you got to keep the shit in a clean environment. Babies need to be in a clean environment too. You cannot have baby Mason crawl around on the floor. He needs the space. Everybody with a baby knows you got to lay down the blanket so they can practice crawling, rolling over. You know what I mean? It's a bunch of bullshit. The daughters could get hurt in that room. It's a fire hazard in that place. This man has tore your life up. He's standing out there begging and pleading, crying because he don't have nowhere to go. Well, get the fuck stepping. I'm just saying, I'm glad that she went on back in the house. I said, Lord, he's out here with this, but I loved you. I wanted to do Best Buy. I wanted you to get back together. I want us to give it another try. You know, she's not falling for the bullshit. For a minute there, I said, Lord Jesus, she's about to give in. Hold strong. You know, I'm screaming and talking to the TV. You know, my son hates when I talk to the TV, but, you know, he don't live here no more. I'm an empty nester, so I can talk to the TV and nobody's judging me. Anyway, the next time we see her and the kids is out in the front yard. And while they're out in the front yard, I'm looking at her neighbors and I said, you know, I don't get it. The rest of your neighbors have nice, clean lawns. You know what I mean? Your yard is a disgrace, just like the inside of your house. I mean, don't you have a backyard? Can't you and your daughters do y'all's crafts in the backyard? I mean, did Chance take the backyard? I mean, shit. He tore up everything else. Did he dig up your backyard? Where the hell is your lawn furniture in the back? I mean, this is just ridiculous. But she's sitting there and she's talking to the girls and telling the girls that her and Chance broke up. And she says that she still loves Chance. Her one daughter says, no, you don't. Now, what really took me out was when her oldest daughter said she didn't like Chance and she was glad that he was gone. I said, oh, wow. Wow. Now, I have said this before, and I'm being real serious. Some of these men and women on this show who are parents and their children are younger, meaning they are still in high school, middle school, elementary school, and you are bringing these inmates into their lives, it really pisses me off because you want to make a bad decision and you have decided that this inmate is everything. He's going to be wonderful for me. He's perfect for me. You know what? 9 times out of 10, he's not going to be perfect for you. But mostly he's not going to be perfect for these kids. We had all been saying this from the jump. You moved this inmate into your house with your tiny kids. No, ma'am. Now, when your daughter told you she did not like him, where have you been all this time? Because let me tell you something that my mama told me when I was younger. Now, first of all, let me say that my mom didn't bring a lot of dudes in and out of my life. When her and my dad broke up and she finally brought somebody around, she told me from the jump, she said, if at any point you don't like this dude has crossed you, this dude has done something to piss you off, you come to mama and he is gone. And that's how it went. Now my son, he's 21 years old now. He has met 3 people in my life. One person he met by mistake. He was not supposed to meet that guy. He only met that guy once. The other 2 people, one is his daddy. You know what I mean? So he's only truly honestly met one dude. And it has always been told, if you don't like this dude, I don't give a damn if it was his own daddy, he didn't like him. I said, if you don't like this dude, he's gone. If you don't like him, we don't like him. You know what I mean? I always put my child first. I don't fool around. Especially people like Taylor. You've got little children. And when I say little children, I mean these girls are elementary students. No, ma'am. And her one daughter, the smallest one, she says, is he going to live with his boyfriend? Which means she has heard way too damn much. Way too damn much. Then this dude is going to pull up with somebody's Escalade that he borrowed, jumping out the car talking about, I got this for y'all. I miss you, Taylor. I want another chance. What? No, absolutely not. And you know good and damn well that was not his car. He either borrowed it or production gave it to him to use it for the day. Because when he got into that car accident a few weeks ago and caused that man's injuries and tore up that man's truck, he was riding that overpriced, raggedy ass red truck that he was driving. Taylor, listen, I'm sick of you. Okay, you are making bad mama choices. You started out with good credit, your own house that was decent. It still needs to be cleaned. Honey, listen, please. Start cleaning. You know, household products are not that expensive down at your local Dollar Tree. They will even sell you a raggedy mop in a bucket. You know, please clean up your place. If you don't do it for yourself, do it for those babies. You know, a lot of germs and dirt and everything create bacteria and mold and disease and things like that. And you know, your toilet, people want to use it. They don't want, you know, to be scared to use the toilet in the house. It's kind of looking like a paid toilet or, you know, at your local Speedway. Anyway, Taylor, listen, you brought this man into your life. You're screaming and hollering 24/7 according to your kids and waking them the hell up in the middle of the night. Okay? You brought him into your life. He tore up your credit. He lied to you. He gave you that nasty infection from going from the back to the front. Nasty. And then he tore up your damn house. You don't have any cabinets in the kitchen. And your kids are upset. You're doing too damn much. Then I go online and find out that this jackass is having his visitation with baby Mason at your house with his girlfriend. He's laid up in your house with his shirt off, taking pictures, posting all over social media with this girlfriend and baby Mason. Get the fuck out of here. His visitation should be supervised at your local McDonald's. Okay, and get one of those ones with the fun center so the baby can bounce around in the damn balls. But him and his nasty girlfriend, who he was, you know, trying to slang that little tiny dick with on the X, would not be lounged in my damn house. Okay, as a matter of fact, if you want to swing by here, do it out in the front yard. I mean, everything else is out there in that damn yard. I've just had it. Taylor, listen, turn your brain all the way the fuck on. Start life over. Start fresh. And the first thing you want to do is go down to the courthouse and ask for full custody of your son, supervised visitation, and garnish his wages if he can get a damn job. Second, don't bring another man into these kids' lives if you don't know that it is legit, because your daughter says that you and all your boyfriends break up and end up like this. How many dudes are you moving in and out of the damn house in front of these kids? Shit. And listen, get on the internet. do some Googling to find you a licensed contractor with good reviews that can fix your damn house before it falls the hell down. I mean, a stiff wind, that bitch is gone. I'm tired. Oh my God, I'm tired. I'm going to go on and move on. I'm tired. Speaking of boyfriends, before I move on, I just was watching one of my favorite YouTube channels, according to Amber, and I find out that allegedly, Quaan has a prison boyfriend who is out and about. He is slinging information about their love. They were in love. He is out here saying that Quaan is absolutely bisexual. He also said that he told Chevelle, he warned Chevelle that, you know, he and Quaan were lovers and that Quaan had other lovers when they were in the jail. And you know what? It's all alleged. But, you know, in my opinion, I believe it. Okay, I'm going to move on. All right, so then we end up over here with Melissa and Louie, and I still can't stand her. So, you know, I found out that Melissa is a mom. Yes, I know. I hope you weren't drinking something because I'm sure you spit it out. Yes, this nut job 12-year-old in the mind has a 17-year-old daughter. What the entire fuck? I know, right? I also hear that Louie has a child. What is going on? Anyway, she is still talking about they need to take a pregnancy test because she might be pregnant. Now, she knows good and damn well that she is not pregnant. Girl, you know you're not pregnant. You just want to fuck with Louie and bother us. Anyway, she ends up getting this nose job. Now, I have seen pictures of her new nose, and I personally think that her new nose almost looks exactly like her old nose. Anyway, she ends up getting this nose surgery, and I'm just going to say this. Louie just wants to take care of her. He just wants to love her. He wants to be good to her. You know, she told him before she went in for her surgery that she was going to be nicer to him. She wasn't going to put so much pressure on him. She was just going to be patient. No, ma'am. All he wants to do is take care of her. He gets her to the car and she instantly starts talking shit. You're driving too fast. You're driving crazy. Oh my God. She wants water. He hands her a bottle of water. It's warm. I'm thinking to myself, did you think from the time you went into there to get your nose worked on that Louie installed a refrigerator into the car? I mean, did you tell him, hey, Louie, maybe we should pack a little cooler so I can have ice water on the way home? You know, then when she gets home, she's still treating him like shit, yelling at him and acting ridiculous. And I said to myself, and you know what, Peeves, I don't like to be this Pia. Now, when I get to acting like this, my friends say that this is Pia with a little p. Now, when Pia with a little p comes out, everybody's a bit concerned. And, you know, I try to keep her in as much as possible. Anyway, I was thinking that if I was her caretaker, Pia with a little p would have mushed her in her fucking nose. I don't take kindly to being disrespected like that. That is ridiculous. Now, I know Pia with a big P, she doesn't condone violence, and she probably would have just verbally assaulted her ass. Okay, that's what, you know, Pia with a big P would have done. But Pia with a little p would have mushed her in her fucking face. And then I would have nicely drove her to the ER so that, you know, they could try to fix her nose. But she was rude. Anyway, in the end of all this, we see Louie try to do something sweet. She's at the doctor getting her bandages taken off, and he's down at the beach with his too small blanket trying to have a little nice romantic moment with these really cheap tiny bottles of wine with twist off caps. Now listen, I'm not complaining about the twist off cap, because let me tell you, there is this wine, which this shit ain't no wine, but they call it wine. It's a strawberry lemonade rosé that they sell at the Target, the Giant Eagle, and the Kroger. And depending on which location you go to, it's under $8, and it's a twist cap. It's delicious. I'm just saying. So I wasn't mad at Louie, and Louie was right. It's the thought that counts. The man is a good dude, and he's doing the best he can. And also, when she was in the bathroom taking that pregnancy test, which of course she's not pregnant, she was saying when she was in high school, she would have loved it if she was pregnant by Louie, but now she's probably pregnant by the pizza guy. You should be lucky that anybody wants to be bothered with you. And the fact that you are raising a child, God, I'm scared about it. I really am. Maybe she is raised by her daddy. I hope so. And I hope he's got common sense, because you've got none. Anyway, moving on. Sean and Sarah, and all I want to say here is what the entire fuck? What is this? What is this? Oh my God, I rewound. I put my TV on pause. I said, well, shit, this can't be. This can't be. Like, this has to be a storyline. I mean, what the fuck? You've got two beautiful little girls. Who is living like this? She says, luckily, okay, in a situation like this, there is no luck. There is no luck. She says, luckily her uncle had this house. I said, well, what the shit? Did your uncle use this previously as a meth lab? What the fuck is this? Anyway, she says that it's 8 acres and they've got this house. I said, this ain't no house. And she was saying, that it needed repairs on it. Now, what I thought was funny is before they showed us the house, she said, well, they're driving, to the house. And she says, well, there's a lot of trash and a lot of things that need to be taken out of and some cleaning that needs to happen. And when she said that, I said to myself, I said, well, if I was moving somewhere and there was a lot of trash and a lot of cleaning that needed to happen, I would have removed the trash, maybe gotten one of those dumpsters delivered and got the trash removed and did all the cleaning. I'm thinking, a little soap, a little bleach, a little Pine Sol, a little Murphy's oil, we got this, a little Windex. And then we show up to this shit. And I said, no, this can't be legit. Like, what the shit is this? So she says, luckily, her uncle has given him this option to rent to own. I said, rent to own what? Anyway, she says it's 8 acres. He's going to charge them $5 something a month to rent to own. And they're going to live in these trailers out on the property. And then she makes this comment that the smaller trailer the little girls could be in, and then her and Sean can take the big one. And I said, do you realize that your daughter is 2 and the other one, she's not even 9? They can't be in this tiny trailer by themselves. This is stupid. And I started thinking, I said, well, y'all had to move out of that place because the landlord raised the rent again and y'all can't afford it. And I said, I wonder if y'all could afford it if Sarah had a job. Okay, so we have known you for 3 years and we have yet to see you employed. Okay, now we've seen you get new boobs. We've seen your tummy tuck. We've seen you drink down margaritas and talk about planning a vacation to Mexico so that you could get a BBL, but we haven't seen you working. Okay, where the fuck is your Walmart smuck? Okay, I'm sick of this. So Sean's talking about they're moving backwards. You think? What the fuck? I would never, ever live my life like this. And she is still in the dark thinking that Sean is giving Kelly $1,000 a month. You have got to be kidding me. There is no way in hell that I would sit on national TV bragging about my new boobs and my new tummy tuck and telling people that it costs $12,000 and we're living like this. What the fuck? There is no reason that you should have a tummy tuck and boobs and thinking about getting a BBL and you don't have a job and you and him are living camping on the damn land of your uncle. And what else is stupid to me is Sean gets on this phone and calls Kelly talking about we bought some land. Lies. And then they're talking about, oh, they'll probably tear the house down and build one on your uncle's land. I be damn. No. I don't think so. I would not make one improvement on that damn property. Y'all don't own that shit. You know what? I'm sick of them. You know what? I'm going to move on. These are 2 of the dumbest people that I have ever seen on television. And Kelly is out of her mind as well. I am a huge fan of Kelly. Don't get me wrong. That woman is busting her ass, working every day, taking care of her children, and Sean is not contributing. Kelly needs to take Sean's ass to court. Get him on paper. Make him responsible. I mean, that dude would be 82 still paying me back child support, motherfucker. I am so pissed. Anyway, moving on. I just realized somehow I forgot about Lindsay and Blaine. There's a reason for it. You already know. I bet you're saying it already. I'm sick of them. I have to do it. Okay, peeps? We TV. Let me say it again. I'm sick of them. Now, recently, I also found out that Deontay said that Lindsay is on the show all the time because she is the producer's pet. According to Deontay, which this is alleged because I don't know these people, but Deontay says that Lindsay trolls all of the cast members' social media, and if they mess up and leak anything that's going to be in the next season, she reports them to production. And he said that when Monique and Derek were blowing up and getting all of this attention, she was the one that reported them time and time again. He says that she is the cast snitch. I don't know why, but I believe it. You know, I also hear that Derek is back in jail. Anyway, I'm sick of them, just like I'm sick of Lindsay and Blaine. So Lindsay is still outside wearing these people's dress. And I said, dear God, one day some bride is going to buy that dress and it's going to be full of Lindsay energy. I feel sorry for her people. Anyway, she's like, we can't come back from this. We can't come back from this. It's going to be over. We can't come back from this. I mean, she is really putting on. Lindsay, you are not getting an Emmy. You're not getting a People Choice Award. You're not getting any kind of acting awards. And I wish you would stop it. I mean, shit. I'm sure that tiny town has some sort of little playhouse theater down there. Go and try out. Leave us the fuck alone. Anyway, she is in there talking to her friend. Then all of a sudden she calls her parole or probation officer and tells them about Blaine's medical marijuana card. He tells her, Blaine can't live with you. No, ma'am. I said, oh, so you want them to do your dirty work. You just sat here acting like you was such a badass that y'all couldn't go back from it. It's over. It's done. So why didn't you just say, Blaine, get the fuck out? Why did you have to put it on the probation officer said he couldn't live there? That's some bullshit. Anyway, when she was showing the flashback of him talking to Miley, that was the first time I noticed. Last week I did not notice that when he was talking to Miley, he was wearing his boxer shorts. I said, well, wait a minute. Why didn't I notice this last episode? Let me tell you something, fella. Now listen, Boomhauser. I really do like you for the most part. I think you're an okay guy. You make really strange faces when you're angry though. But no. Okay, first of all, you had no business venting to her about her mom. Period. I don't think you had any business venting to her friend either. Get your own fucking friends. I also don't love it that you went and told Brenda. I have an ex who did that. I cussed his ass out about some shit. And this dude went and told my mom. And she came back and told me. And she laughed. Because she's like, this dude told me, like, you were about to be on punishment or some shit. You grown as hell. I'm like, speak facts, okay? I'm grown as hell. And I remember going back and lighting his ass up again. You don't run to my mama. What the fuck? Anyway, he ain't have no business doing that. But you really crossed the line. First of all, you're standing in this girl's bedroom door talking shit about her mom wearing boxers. Boxers usually had that little slit in the front. Now, I don't have a lot of men folks around me, okay? I'm a lady. Anyway, but I know they got a little slit in the front. But anyway, you don't have no business standing in that girl's doorway wearing them boxer shorts. If I had a daughter and this man was in my house, you better be fully dressed. I mean, damn it, boy. Watch it. Now, listen, he shows up. And she's standing out on the porch. I said, damn it, she's giving her best I'm mad as hell pose. Out here on the porch with her face all scrunched up. Where have you been? Girl, if you don't shut the fuck up. Anyway, he shows up with this $800 ATV. She loses her shit on him about what is he doing spending this money. He says that he was buying it for his son. And she says, you could have bought me a wedding ring. I thought y'all's relationship was over. You couldn't come back from it. What you need a ring for? And then she tells him she spent $200 on his chain. I said, now wait a minute. Wait a minute. That episode where you gave him that chain, you got in your comments on X. It's always going to be Twitter for me. On Twitter, and you told the people that WeTV edited that out, that you actually spent $2,200 on that necklace, but you just said on camera you spent $200 for that piece of shit. Girl, you lie all the damn time. I'm sick of it. Anyway, Blaine loses his shit. He lets her have it. He said, you spend so much money, you buy Miley whatever she wants. I'm going to buy my son this damn thing. I mean, he gets to throwing his shit in a bag. He's leaving. He's sick of this shit. He's tired of it. He's fed up. Listen, he's sick of you, and we are too. I'm telling you, this man needs his weed because he's tired. He needs to relax. And you know, I don't even smoke nothing, but I know that man needs his rest when he's dealing with you. I only have to deal with you for a few minutes a week on television, and I'm sick of it. Anyway, she lets him know that the medical marijuana card, it's done. It's out. You got to go. He says, why did you tell him, Bobby? Shit. They would find out. Y'all on TV. Anyway, I think that their relationship is scripted as hell. Out of nowhere, he screams about her running off with some married dude. Listen, I'm interested in finding out who this married dude is, but I really don't care. I think it's just a way for them to propel her to be on another season. And I'm going to tell you yet again, we TV, we are sick of it. We don't want her back. Leave us alone with this shit. Justine and Michael. All right now, whew. Let me just tell you, they not matching, okay? And they had just came from the hospital, and I'm not really sure what the technical term is, but her baby is really big, and there's not enough space for her baby. So they were very concerned that they would need to keep an eye on the baby's movements, and it's possible that they'll need to get the baby out ASAP. Thankfully, I don't know if it was a couple of days ago by, because you know how the show just goes to commercial and then you pick up, and then, you know, the people are wearing different clothes and everything. Who the hell knows what's going on? She ends up going to the hospital because the baby had only moved twice in 2 hours. She goes to the hospital and she delivers the baby through C-section. Now I'm going to tell you, that baby was so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Every time they showed her, I just wanted to pick her up and hold her through the TV. She was gorgeous. Now, I don't know why, you know, they decided to name her Manhattan Barbie. I don't think they were high. I think they thought this through and decided that this is what they were going to go with. And I don't love it. I really don't. Kylie calls her Maddie, and I think that is beautiful. This little girl is absolutely gorgeous, and she's healthy. Justine is doing well, and that was a plus. Now, honey, listen, we get home. Justine is laying down all the laws. The kids can't do this, and this. And I thought it was odd that she had to let the kids know that they weren't allowed to feed the baby snacks. And I said, well, shit. Would they really try to give her like gummy bears? I don't know. Before they got home from the hospital, Michael was holding the baby. And she says, you look like a real dad or something. She said, I probably got it wrong, but it was something to that effect. And he says, I've been a dad for 75 years. Well, he's been a dad for at least 17. And I thought that was a little much. Girl, she tried to clean it up and say, well, you know, this is the first time I've seen you holding a tiny baby. Girl, stop the shit. Anyway, he talks about how his two youngest, one of them was born like 2 months before he went to jail, and the other one was born a month after he went to jail. So that also verifies that I was correct. This man has had no time with these children, and you're about to pack up and move to Vegas and leave these kids here. So when they do get back to the house and Justine is trying to rest, his mom says, have you had a chance to talk to her about me and his daughter moving to Vegas? And I said, wait a minute. It's one thing that you wanted to come and spend the summer at their house, but it's another thing with you moving with them to Vegas. Why do you need to be in Vegas with them? What the hell is this about? You know, Michael's children should be with him, but I don't understand why you need to move to Vegas. He tells her with everything that has been going on, he hasn't had the opportunity to ask Justine how she feels about both of them moving to Vegas. Well, first of all, I think Justine should be perfectly fine with your oldest daughter moving there. I mean, all of her kids are going to be there. But the mother, no ma'am. Then the crazy thing, this woman smiles at him and says, I still have that paternity test. He gets heated and tells her to get that paternity test out of his house. Justine would lose it if she knew that it was there. That woman is still going to take that paternity test on that baby. And it's crazy because last week when I did my video, I thought of it in my head, but I didn't say it out loud. And I was thinking the peeps are probably thinking, she just wants to be in these people's house so she can do this paternity test. This man has told her to knock it off, but she doesn't give a shit. First of all, I would let her know, please pack your shit and get in your minivan and drive your ass back to Rhode Island. You are not coming with us. You will not dawn my fucking door, whether it's here or Las Vegas, until you apologize to me for this bullshit. You will not see this baby until you apologize to me for this bullshit. I mean, that is just crazy. And that's just me. Justine can do whatever the hell she wants to do, and I'm sure she will. Anyway, peeps, I'm done. I'm sorry. These people get my blood pressure up. Whew, I'm going to have to be medicated. I'm just saying. Anyway, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.